Hello and welcome my friends to my YouTube channel, philippospan. Weekly tips and tricks on how to work with Microsoft Office applications. Today's video will be about Microsoft Excel.
How to insert timelines in a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet. A timeline in Microsoft Excel is sort of a chart which demonstrates a series of events in chronological order. For example, we have a series of order dates of a product in chronological order, and by using timelines we represent them visually, which makes it a lot easier for everyone to understand them. We can filter out data by simply selecting the corresponding time period. With timelines, we can filter them based on the days, months, quarters, or years. First, we must have created a pivot table to proceed on inserting timelines. I have described in other videos of mine, which you can find on my YouTube channel, the steps to create a pivot table and a pivot chart. Then, from the PivotTable Analyze tab, which gets activated, we locate the area of the ribbon in the middle named Filter. In the Filter area is located the command Insert Timeline, where we can use a timeline to filter dates interactively. Timelines make it faster and easier to select time periods in order to filter pivot tables, pivot charts, and cube functions. Once selected, the Insert Timelines pop-up window appears. In this pop-up window, in the fields that have to do with chronological data will appear here. In my example, the only field that appears is the date field. We just click on the checkbox at the left of the date field and then press the OK button located at the bottom of the Insert Timelines window. The timeline is created. In the specific timeline, we can see the months for the year 2023. According to the timeline, the pivot table and pivot chart is filtered and displays the data depending on the timeline. I have selected to filter the pivot table and pivot chart with the help of the timeline. I have selected to filter the pivot table and pivot chart with the help of the timeline. On the top right corner of the timeline, I have selected days. On the top right corner of the timeline, I have selected years. We can see the data from the years 2021, 2022, and 2023. Once we click on the timeline with our mouse on the year 2022, the pivot table and the pivot chart will display the corresponding data for the corresponding date. Once a timeline is created, the Timeline tab gets activated, which we can use to change the timeline style. We can arrange the position of it. We can also change the size of it. We can decide if we want to show the header, the selection label, the scroll bar, and the time level by activating or deactivating the checkboxes at the right of the commands.
Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw in this video, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, head down to the comment section and let me know.
Be wise and subscribe.